Class 11, Expanding the Temple of the Heart. Namaste and welcome to Class 11 in my weekly live streaming meditation class in the yogic tradition here on my YouTube channel. This week's practice and teaching follows on from last week's class, and we're expanding our spiritual vision as we expand the temple of the heart in meditation. The Satsang in this class is part 2 of my teaching on spiritual vision and our need to accelerate it through our practice and dedication to yoga, bringing together a few principles of practice to balance the incredibly powerful energies which open up with our dedication to practice with yoga. In meditation, in this week's practice of Temple of the Heart, Flame in the Heart, we are delving deeper into the heart space in our experience of the meditation for each of us individually. This is part 4 in this practice, and we have longer in meditation today. Sometimes the most profound experiences can only be communicated by silence and a connection of the souls. As usual, I'll encourage you to listen to the short guide to practice video and also the introductory class here on my channel. Very important if you are just joining my teaching. And important to review for those of you who have been practicing with me over the weeks, as coming shortly in a couple of weeks will be an acceleration of our practice in balance with the focus on the greater good of both humanity and the planet. Namaste. Enjoy. Susan. Setting our intention for practice in standing. And we'll start this practice section in standing and adopt Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra hands at the heart. In this way, we bring a balance to the body-mind for our practice. Awareness is on your breath and becoming quiet and still within. And in this inner space, making a dedication for our practice today. So now we're standing in mountain or Tadasana posture. Use your yoga mat if you have one. If not, a blanket will do, or simply the floor if it's warm enough. We're in standing at the front of the mat and we'll focus on the posture. Toes in line with the front of your mat. We're in standing posture or mountain posture, and we'll attain our posture by focusing on the feet. Focusing on the balls of your feet, pushing down into the mat, into the earth, into the ground, pushing down with the balls of the feet. Coming into equal standing and rocking forward to the toes and back to the heels and resting again on the balls of the feet, pushing down, grounding, then rocking from side to side, pushing from the outer steps to the inner steps, and again coming onto the balls of the feet in equal standing, Samasthiti. Exhale and ground down. Breathe in and lift as if you're lifting up and out of the hips. Spine extends. Lift with the crown of the head as you inhale. Next inhale. On the next exhale, breathe out. Breath flows down. Bringing hands now to chest height, flat hands at the sides of the chest. Palms down. Breathe out. Push down with the hands. It's only an inch or so. Energy flows down. Turn palms up. Breathe in, a deep inhale. Hands appear to rise as the chest expands. Breath flows up the body, bringing energy up the body. Another few breaths in this way. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Energy flowing. Dancers and athletes need to balance. Machines need to balance. Accounting ledgers, even digital accounting ledgers, need to balance. And just as centering or balance augments our various skills, so it does our awareness. Anjali Mudra, prayer hands at the heart again in equal standing. Standing equally on both feet. Then imagine you're shifting your balance slightly from foot to foot. So from right to left, right to left. And just as balance centers, so do you. Back to center, bring your mind back to center. Breathing normally, equal standing in balance with Anjali Mudra. Breathing 4 breaths. Breath flowing up on the in-breath, energy flowing up. Breath flows down on the out-breath, energy flows down. Being present and be silent. Your breath is moving within you. So you are moving into stillness and finding the quietness within and the stillness. Focus on your center around your navel, just above the navel at the solar plexus. Sense being grounded in your posture. Sense where you are right now. Your breathing. Awareness on breathing into your center. Your breath is moving within you. Focus on Anjali Mudra now. Prayer hands, Namaste hand gesture, in front of and in line with the heart. Let your eyes drift closed if you want to now, or you can gaze at the tip of the nose. Your spine and your head are straight, but relax your whole body every time you breathe out. And with the hands at the prayer position at the heart, energetically, this mudra neutralizes the positive, the male, and the negative, the female sides of the body. Physically, by pressing the flesh of the fingers and the palms of the hands together firmly, we connect the 2 hemispheres of the brain and bringing them together into balance. Emotionally, it's an emotional balance of masculine and feminine. We can then work with our energy and a flow of prana with breath energy. And spiritually, we usually begin our yoga practice bringing balance with this mudra and respecting the spirit residing in all of us. Understanding that we are at the center of the universe. Bringing balance to the center of the universe through our practice today. setting our intention for practice. So just for half a minute or so, in your calm, quiet place, relaxed and alert, focusing on the intention for your practice today or your practice for the next period of time. Whether it's an intention for a spiritual practice, for healing, for a change in your life, change in the world, healing of the world, this is entirely up to you, as your meditation is your personal, private practice. Bringing your awareness back to your breathing again, being aware of how you're breathing, being aware of how your body feels, bringing your attention back to your body and the space you're in physically at the moment. And we'll prepare for the practice today by coming into a comfortable sitting position. Meditation. Temple of the heart. Flame in the heart. This is the fourth part of our meditation practice. And we'll be moving into stillness and into inner relaxation. You're in your chosen meditation posture. Whichever position you find you'll be able to maintain for the time we're in meditation, your back is straight and you're quiet. You can adopt the gesture of peace hand mudra by placing left hand palm up in the upturned palm of the right hand, hands resting gently in the lap. The two hands representing the union of the individual with consciousness. Eyes can drift closed now, or gaze at the nose tip. Find your center somewhere around your navel. Sense where you are. Sense being grounded in your posture. Your breath is moving within you. Being aware of breathing into your center. Energy is moving with your breath. Moving into stillness, finding a quietness within. And finding the stillness. Allowing movement to come to rest. Letting movement gradually diminish, stilling the movement down. Gently lift with the crown of the head. And now, how is your back? If you do feel tension, relax a little bit. Let your body go a little bit. And your spine can be swaying a little from side to side with exaggerated breaths. And then relax and find the center again. Relax your jaws. How is your breath? Breathing in and out from the center. So again, your body can move slightly, just swaying very slightly forward and back like a heartbeat, and then moving into stillness from the center again. And relaxing into the posture, breathing. Breath, energy always flowing. Energy moving you into stillness. Awareness at the crown chakra, a couple of inches above the crown of your head. Exhale, close the crown chakra. A couple more long exhales and visualize the crown chakra closing. Awareness at the back of the eyes. Soften the backs of the eyes. Relaxing between the eyebrows. Exhale, relaxing and gazing within with inner eyes. Awareness at the back of the brain now. Physically, softening the back of the brain. Exhale and relaxing. Letting go as you exhale. Awareness in the throat now, close to the spine, back of the throat. Exhale and relax. Swallowing a couple of times if that helps. Awareness at the heart center now, back of the heart center. Exhale, relax, relaxing the top of the back of the heart. Exhale, relax, relaxing obligations and pent-up pressures. Exhale, relax into peace. Awareness at the back of the solar plexus behind the center, at the adrenals, physically at the adrenals. Relax, exhale and relax. Awareness at the lumbar, back of the pelvic girdle. Soften and relax with long exhales. Deep, rhythmic breathing. Awareness at the base of the spine. With a long exhale, grounding the emotions. Grounding energy with a couple of long, slow exhales. Relaxing into your grounding. Letting go into inner relaxation. flame in the heart space. Bring your mind into your heart space by gazing within with inner eyes. Adopting Hridaya Heart Hand Mudra. Bringing the tip of the index finger on both hands down to the fleshy base of the thumb. Tips of middle and ring finger touch thumb tips. And little fingers are as straight as you can get them. Backs of the hands resting on knees or thighs. Open the space of the heart by allowing breath to open the space and nourish the heart center with prana, breath of life. Guru chakra controlling the flow of prana. Allow awareness of breath of life to direct the energy of the Divine Mother within, which is the power of nature, to your heart space. Open your heart to the pure, unconditional love of the Divine and to the nourishing, vital energy of the Divine Mother and existence flowing in. Accept the flow of warmth and pure love as part of yourself. Accepting the power of love. You are in the space of the heart. Your inner temple, which is the home of your soul and your true home. And now for the mantra. On inhalations, so, and with exhalations, hum. Just barely audible with the breaths. Establishing your own rhythm now with the mantra. Working with the mantra. In this space of the heart is the flame. The light of the individual soul. Being in the heart space, watching the flame within the home of your soul. This flame is untouched by the winds of the world. Protected by your temple. But this flame is nourished by your breath. working with the mantra. Each breath nourishing the light of your individual soul. Breath keeping alive your essence. The light in your heart space expanding, becoming stronger until it fills the whole of your inner space. Allow this light to radiate out from your heart space. You are a light in the darkness. With your consciousness, go deeply within your heart. Feelings, thoughts, your whole being within your heart chakra. Completely within your heart. In the depths of your heart, you feel warmth and a stream of love. Open yourself to these feelings. Accept them as part of your own true self. And when you can do that, you can now become aware of another, completely different feeling awakening, indescribable joy. Feeling full of joy. And able, strong enough, steady enough to express and give this joy to everyone. With a slow, steadily burning passion that is the flame within the heart space. Allow this energy, which is full of joy, to rise like a fountain in the space of the heart, the Hridayakasha, and allow it to radiate outwards. You are in the space of your heart. The inner temple, that is the home of your soul and your true home. This space is full of light. The vibrations of celestial music. The fragrance of bliss. And love and freedom flow through it. With joy and love, feel the presence of the Divine and the Divine Mother in your heart. Allow the breath to flow freely and quietly, relaxing body and mind, feeling how the inhalation and the exhalation touches the heart. Mantra flowing with the breath. The inhalation brings the feeling of expansion and warmth. The exhalation makes a feeling of radiation and giving. The power of love is everywhere. Feel this omnipresent power of love. If you are unable to feel or see anything, direct your consciousness to the center of the chest and simply be there with pure feelings. Free from doubt, keeping your mantra flowing and affirming to yourself that the Divine and the Divine Mother will help you to open your heart chakra, Anahata chakra. Your mantra is flowing, and as you repeat your mantra, dive even more deeply into your heart. Be aware of giving to others some of your inner beauty. Letting go of all negative thoughts and feelings. Giving love. Understanding. Forgiveness. Devotion. Clarity of pure being. And giving warmth. The one who gives receives. Feel a richness, an inner richness through the giving. Your mantra is flowing. Affirm to yourself that you are capable of loving, forgiving, and giving. Being conscious of a deep inner desire to realize these qualities within yourself. Your mantra is flowing with the breath. Breath touching the heart space. Relax. Have no expectations. Simply being there. Pure being in the space of your heart. Many experiences wait for us deep in the space of the heart. Sometimes it can be troubled, stormy emotions. And at other times in our meditation, in our space, deep in the space of the heart, all is peaceful. All is clear like a cloudless sky. With peace and balance in the space of your heart, Allow yourself to feel the joy and the love that is the experience of the presence of the divine in your heart. A little while longer in your meditation, holding the space within so this transformative love can flow. Awareness on your breath again. Focusing on inhalations again. And we'll give thanks now to the Divine and the Divine Mother, to your soul, your true self, the part of your soul that is your spirit that dwells within. And we'll give thanks now with 3 rounds of the sacred sound, the Om. Either sounding this silently and internally within your heart space, or chanting externally. Focusing on your breathing, opening your eyes if they have been closed, bringing your gaze and your focus into your room or your space physically, and sitting quietly with this for as long as you would like to before Satsang. And we've reached the Satsang part of the class. You can be settling yourself into any position which you're going to be able to maintain comfortably for the 10 minutes or so that we're in Satsang. And this is a teaching from one of my blogs, Accelerating Our Spiritual Vision with the Guru, Wisdom Within, or Culturing Our Emotions. As usual, if you do experience any resistance coming up, these are your natural defenses to something which might seem very strange to you. So there is a natural fear which does rise up. And if this happens, then, as I've taught you before, relax your brain, relax your defenses. An essential part of accelerating our spiritual vision through our practice with yoga is the deep understanding that we are actually balancing the power of nature, the divine feminine energy within us, or Shakti as it is known, you might know it, balancing the power of nature with the power of love through opening and nurturing the heart center, or space in the heart, Hridaya Kasha, balancing all of that with the life power of wisdom. And our practices involve inner culturing and growth. Wisdom is. It has often been called thusness or suchness. It is energy, and it is the power, a life power that is energy within us. You are already a very wise person on the inside. Allow the seeds of wisdom within you to blossom, grow, and strengthen in your yoga practice. You can experience more of your own wisdom as you experience proving your own knowledge to yourself in your life. And also, what we know helps is expanding and growing in your development with yoga. As you uncover more and more of your own wisdom energy, the guru within awakens, and your inner confidence in your own innate abilities for inner guidance develops. The term guru within comes from the quality of the wisdom chakra, Ajna chakra, or the guru chakra, the forehead or eyebrow center, one of our psychic gateways to consciousness. We embody guru quality or wisdom within. In yoga, we have this beautiful concept for growth, and it's that of cultivating ourselves like a garden, yogic gardening, or cultivating our senses, qualities, and emotions. So we tend and care for the ground of ourselves, as we ourselves, in mind, body, emotions, and spirit, are delicate and as full of potential as seeds. And as we blossom and grow in our lives and our practice, co-emergent energies need diligent tending. Co-emergent energies are what come up with the growth at the same time as the good stuff. So we say these co-emergent energies need diligent tending. So we make sure to pull out the messiness of the weeds so that the beauty, the light of our flowers can bloom strongly in fullness. There are a few practices in yoga for cultivating our emotions, growing emotionally and uncovering wisdom, connecting with the guru within. As we know, those of us who practice meditation are aware that opening up to divine energies, both the divine and the Divine Mother, these powers within build, and we need to balance. So we have the power of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine within us. We are building these powers with practice. And we need to balance physically, energetically, and emotionally, and of course spiritually, in order to contain such power within our human body-mind systems. And as we know, the practice of our physical postures in yoga was developed to build the strength needed for containment of these forces. These are divine, these are not human. The power of this we just cannot conceive of as human beings. So we make the mind-body system a more comfortable place for the spirit to dwell within this human existence. So, yogic gardening. What a delightful way of describing the practice of yogasana, whereby we guide the mind into the body and focus on points of tension, the neuromuscular knots that come up into awareness, breathing into them and releasing them with the breath and the mind. In this practice, we become more aware of the body's wisdom and intelligence. With practice, we can ask the questions, why was I holding that there? And how come I reacted that way to that? And very, very commonly, how long has that been there? We have passive supportive practices. Being supported by soft props and supports so that we can relax into deep postures is very powerful and releasing. Don't forget that even the good things in life can cause us conflict. Moving on in life often means leaving things behind, which does cause us stress and loss. And at the moment we are moving so quickly. Maybe we're just not aware of the losses we are actually suffering. Maybe that is one of the reasons for our collective anxiety at the moment. It just doesn't feel safe. Examples of this type of practice would be, as I taught you in class 9 a few weeks ago, supported forward bend. Sitting in an easy cross-leg position with a pillow across the knees to relax into in the forward bend, and breathing with a bolster, where we lie down over the bolster supporting the spine and just breathe while taking the mind down to the heart space, the lower back, the abdomen and hips. In this practice, we simply allow the body to surrender and let layers of tension be peeled away. Breath and surrender take us to new places of awareness in our mind-body and emotions. We give ourselves the time and space to peel away layers of accumulated tension, with the deep breathing in the practice taking us to the bridge between the unconscious, the conscious mind or the mundane mind, and consciousness, teaching us patience, detachment, and discernment. Contemplation is a powerful step on the yoga path to self-understanding. Taking time for yourself on a regular basis will so enrich your journey towards knowledge of self. For your contemplation, as you know in our satsangs, as I have guided you, assume a posture you can relax into. Corpse or shavasana, easy cross-leg, reclining Buddha, as we had last week in class 10. Pay attention to your breathing. Focus on your grounding and centering with the breath. Then sit quietly in your space, allowing yourself to be still. Reviewing your life on, say, a weekly basis will help you tune into your strengths and weaknesses, obviously with the intention of letting the weaknesses just wither away like weeds. We can use visualization, say for example using colour to identify strengths and weaknesses, which helps you grow in self-confidence. You'll connect with the visual qualities of your mind-body system and give yourself an incredibly powerful tool for growth. And for some of us, we need this to support our thinking functions, to make a richer, rounder picture in the inner world. So, for example, you could visualize a color for each of your energies: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and strengthen the colors when you encounter feelings and senses of weakness. And I know I haven't said much about karma in my teaching so far, because I think that's more for the future and a very focused teaching. But when we get senses of weakness and we feel incredibly disempowered very suddenly for no apparent reason, because the amount of the weakness and the drain on our energy is often a sign of some karmic interaction at that point in your life. So it's very useful for your self-confidence to be able to encounter these within yourself and to be able to do something. So strengthening colour when you encounter feelings and senses of these drains and weaknesses can be very, very helpful. So, for example, a feeling, thinking sort of experience. What makes you feel bigger and what makes you feel smaller? An example of wisdom energy would be having a very profound sense of spaciousness. And the opposite, weakness, would be getting very absorbed in a small world. So, as we say here in Ireland, caught up. You don't have any sense of spaciousness. You're so caught in this smallness. Another wisdom would be getting very absorbed in your small world. Instead of seeing the big picture and having a large view. Another weakness, which would reflect on this, would correspond with the being absorbed in the very small world, and that's when we become rigid and tight and dogmatic in our actions, reactions, thoughts, beliefs, etc. So exactly the opposite of the profound sense of spaciousness, seeing the big picture and having a large view. So, for example, a global view. And of course, meditation. This is a journey with yoga which is always leading us away from shadows towards the light, the guru within. Your guru or inner wisdom energies are waiting to emerge. We all have them. It's a life power. And you will gain inner strength and confidence from knowing that you can be in control as you move along the path of your expansion and growth in your spiritual life. As your spiritual vision expands and accelerates. All we need to do on a regular basis is grow the strengths and let the weaknesses wither away and die. You are a very wise person within, because wisdom is. Another little while now in your contemplation in your own space. And you can sit with this for as long as you wish to now, in your own time and your own space. Namaste. Shavasana. Final deep relaxation. And we've reached the point in the class, the deep relaxation practiced at the end of our practice, whatever our practice is in class, whether that's yogasanas, physical postures, pranayama breathing practices, meditation practice. And it's intended, final Shavasana is intended to take you to the sweet spot, the beautiful place in your mind where you experience your eternal being nature, the sweet place of peace, where practice can settle into your body-mind. As usual, at every point of resistance, if you do experience resistance, relax your defences. So now that we've reached the end of our practice, we can be lying flat on the floor. You can be on your mat or a blanket. You know you can be lying on the bed, on your mattress. You can have your feet up on a chair, the sofa or the side of the bed, or you might like to relax in the reclining Buddha posture. So whatever suits you now. Use pillows or blanket rolls under your knees, behind your back or shoulders if you need them, making sure you're warm, using your blankets or duvets. Simply being aware of your breathing as you wait for your body to settle down into your relaxation posture. Focusing on your breathing, being aware of how you're breathing. So as you focus on the in-breath, making each in-breath a little longer and a little smoother. Each in-breath longer and smoother as you take the breath into your body every time you breathe in. And the breath flowing to every part of your body and your mind. And as you breathe in, light flowing in with the breath. Light flowing with the breath to every part of your body and your mind. Breathing in. Every time you breathe in, light flowing. Light flowing to the tips of your toes. Light flowing with inhalations, light flowing through the skin of the feet. Light flowing up through the skin of the legs, into the stomach skin, light flowing up through the skin of the chest and into the throat, light flowing through the facial skin and through the skin of your scalp. Light flowing every time you breathe in. more and more relaxed with each out breath. Relaxation flowing in waves down your body with the breath. More and more relaxed with each out breath. Relaxation flowing down, flowing down, flowing down the spine. Relaxation flowing in waves down the back of your body. As you exhale, relaxation flowing down, relaxation flowing down on the out breath from the top of the head, flowing down your spine, flowing down in waves down to the soles of your feet, and more relaxed with each out breath. And spending a couple of minutes now deep in your relaxation, feeling relaxed, feeling light, feeling very quiet and very calm, and feeling very, very peaceful for a few minutes now, deep, deep in your relaxation. Focusing on your breathing again. Focusing on the in-breath. Taking the breath a little deeper again. And the in-breath will gradually bring energy back to the body and the mind following relaxation. When you breathe in, as you inhale, becoming a little more alert and a little more aware with each in-breath. A little more aware of your own body lying in your relaxation posture. More aware of my voice and the sound of the background music. And before you come back to full alertness and awareness, taking a couple of deep in-breaths now, bringing energy back. Roll over onto your right-hand side, or turn slightly to the right if you've been in sitting or propped up. Your knees are bent slightly, your knees tucked up slightly, resting your head in one of your hands. And rest in this position for a few breaths. It's a good position for the heart following relaxation. And of course, you may have been in the reclining Buddha. As you breathe, take a couple of deep inhalations to bring energy back, then gently opening your eyes, bring your gaze and your focus back into the room or your space. Deeply inhaling, bringing the energy back, and then when you feel ready to, in your own time, on a big in-breath, very gently bringing yourself back into an upright sitting position. If you would like to sleep now or relax, then this can be the end of your class. And Namaste. For those of us who need to carry on with our day and interact with the outside world, we'll finish our practice now with a yoga sealing breath for energetic closure. And now for our closing practice of the class, a yoga sealing breath. So we'll close with a sealing breath with moon arms, and a final Namaste, meaning I honour the spirit that dwells within you. For the sealing breath, we're in sitting, and hands are at the prayer position at the heart, Namaste hands. And we're going to take a couple of centering breaths with moon arms to seal energy within. Deep inhale. Exhale and point the fingers down to the earth. Straighten the arms. Big inhale. Turn palms up and sweep the hands and arms out to the sides of your body and up in a big moon circle until palms meet above the head. Pause. Long, slow exhale. Hands come down to crown chakra, the forehead, then the throat and the heart. Prayer hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra at the heart. Inhale and pause. Breathing normally. We'll go one more time. Big inhale. Exhale, point the fingers down to the earth, straighten the arms. Big inhale, turn palms up, sweep the hands and arms out to the sides of your body and up in a big moon circle. Palms meet above the head. Pause. Long, slow exhale. Hands come down to crown chakra, then the forehead, then the throat and the heart. Prayer hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale and pause. Exhale. Fingers point down. Hands down to the solar plexus, down to the base chakra. Normal breathing. Out breaths flowing down through the base chakra with each round of the breath. So inhale, exhale. As you breathe out, breath flows down through the base chakra. The breath has sealed your energy in. Straighten your arms. On the next exhale, breath flows down through the lower abdomen, down to the earth, grounding you for the rest of the day. Breathing normally. Prayer hands to the heart. That's the end of our practice. Namaste.